out, the beef between Donald Trump and Marjorie Taylor Greene has continued into day two. They are still posting about each other online, attacking each other both subtly and directly. And it's just an amazing thing to watch. And as I said in my video yesterday, this is a major MAGA breakup, one that I actually don't think MAGA can fully recover from. I just think it's too fractured right now. And so I want to give you the latest on this story because it's gotten pretty intense. Certainly something I wasn't expecting. So make sure to subscribe to the channel down below, drop a like on the video, comment, let me know what you think about this story. And let's start with Donald Trump and what he posted early this morning. At 8:40 in the morning, he decided to go off on her again, saying lightweight Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Brown, green grass wow, green grass turns brown when it begins to rot. That's what he's going with. Marjorie Taylor Brown. That's the nickname. You know, Donald Trump has lost his juice. He used to be able to come up with these nicknames and have them stick, but I don't. Marjorie Taylor Brown, that's the best he can do. Well, anyway, apparently she betrayed the entire Republican Party when she turned left, performed poorly on the pathetic view, and became the rhino that we all know she always was. Really? Just another fake politician, no different than Rand Paul Jr., Thomas Massey, who got caught being a full-fledged Republican in name only. Rhino. Make America great again, he says. So, aside from the really pathetic and uninspiring nickname that he gave Marjorie Taylor Greene, could have come up with anything else. Could have come up with anything else. He came up with Marjorie Taylor Brown. Besides that, he is really spiraling. I mean, he's saying that she betrayed the entire Republican Party and that she's always been a rhino. And they've always known her to be a rhino. So if that's the case, then why did he endorse her so strongly? He always loved Marjorie Taylor Greene. He promoted her book. He brought her up on stage at his rallies, talked about how they have such a great relationship and she's a real fighter. And now Donald Trump is reversing course and saying, no, she's always been a rhino. And this should be a message to any Republican out there. You can be as loyal as possible to Donald Trump. You can endorse him, help him get elected, give him money of your own to help him in his election, and he will still turn his back on you and still throw you under the bus and say that you've always been a rhino, you've always been a fake Republican. I just hope that Republicans are watching this. So when it comes to the Epstein file vote time, you should just do the right thing. Do the right thing and vote for transparency. He continued saying Marjorie Taylor, I can't take him seriously. Marjorie Trader Greene is a disgrace to our great Republican Party. So he's trying out a new nickname. He also misspelled her name. It's meant to have another E on the end of Green, but I digress. He's trying out a new nickname, Marjorie Trader Greene. I like this one a little bit better than Marjorie Taylor Brown. It's just that I don't know who came up with that one. That one has to go. But that was at 9:17 a.m. as well. He's just calling her a traitor, simply because she pointed out that grocery prices continue to go up, healthcare prices continue to go up, and the Republicans don't actually have a solution for healthcare prices. That's why he's doing all of this. And now let's get to Marjorie Taylor Greene, because she posted two pretty lengthy statements in which she announced that she's getting death threats from MAGA. MAGA has completely turned on her, and they are going after her now. There are some people supporting Marjorie Taylor Greene. We'll talk about that in just a moment, though. She said, "Good morning. I want to thank everyone who texted and posted and commented support for me. You're all so kind, and I appreciate love and support you too. I never thought that fighting to release the Epstein files, defending women who were victims, and fighting to expose the web of rich, powerful elites would have caused this, but here we are, and it truly speaks for itself. There needs to be a new way forward." Wow. That's a maybe I'm reading into this a little bit too much, but is that not Marjorie Taylor Greene maybe saying that they have to move on from Donald Trump? This is also wrong. We can have our own differences and differing opinions, but we can still love and respect one another. That is just completely different than how Marjorie Taylor Greene has behaved for her entirety of her time in Congress. Like, she's never been the, oh, we can just love each other and respect each other for our differences. I mean, she has been racist to someone like Jasmine Crockett. She has targeted AOC insofar as going to her office and screaming through the door for a debate against her. I mean, spare me the whole niceties. But anyway, we have far more in common than we have apart. I believe in the American people more than I believe in any leader or political party. The way forward is America first only, and that might be the most dangerous pursuit of all. Then she said, and this is where the threats come in, I'm now being contacted by private security firms with warnings for my safety as a hotbed of threats against me are being fueled and egged on by the most powerful man in the world, the man I supported and helped get elected. Aggressive rhetoric attacking me has historically led to death threats and multiple convictions of men who are radicalized by the same type of rhetoric being directed at me right now, this time by the President of the United States. As a woman, I take threats from men seriously. I now have a small understanding of the fear and pressure the women who are victims of Epstein and his cabal must feel. As a Republican who overwhelmingly votes for Trump's bills and agenda, his internet trolls, many of whom are paid. Yeah, this is completely shocking to everyone. Is this really completely shocking to everyone? I think this is like this is where you see Marjorie Taylor Greene being out of touch, right? She's just now learning who Donald Trump is and now feeling Trump's wrath when he's angry at somebody. So perhaps it's shocking to her because she's always been on the outside of this. But for anybody paying attention, Donald Trump has been doing this to people for years. He's been doing it to Democrats. He's done it to women who are victims of him. And now, Marjorie said it's surprising, it's shocking. I don't think so. I don't think so. My phone is an amazing support. I'm so thankful. The political industrial complex and the toxic violent nature of American politics must end. Our country is worth saving, and it can only be done if we pull together and save ourselves. So that's the beef. Marjorie Taylor Greene is somewhat saying, maybe Donald Trump needs to go. Maybe there needs to be a new way forward. She's condemning Donald Trump for these threats toward her life. And I just want to point out that, obviously Donald Trump has attacked Marjorie Taylor Greene on social media, but he's also gone after other people, including Thomas Massie. And I do want to highlight this one more time just because of how gross it is and how I'm seeing a lot of Republicans say that they regret voting for Donald Trump simply because of this post. Yesterday, Trump said, did Thomas Massie, sometimes referred to as Rand Paul Jr., because of the fact he always votes against Republicans, get married already? Boy, that was quick. No wonder the polls have him at less than 8%. Anyway, have a great life, Thomas, and blank. His wife will soon find out that she's stuck with a loser. This post is so gross because Thomas Massie's wife of 30 years passed away, I believe in 2024. And, I disagree with Thomas Massie on everything, but that's tragic. That's somebody losing their partner who they thought they were going to be with for the rest of their lives, prematurely, finding themselves widowed. And I think that's incredibly heartbreaking, but Donald Trump wants to make fun of it. And Thomas Massie, found love in life again, and that's great. And he married again. And I disagree with him, but that's fantastic. And Donald Trump wants to make fun of that experience. And so a lot of Republicans like Trisha, who, huge MAGA fan on Twitter, by the way, she's a J6 activist. A J6 activist. I mean, like, that's as MAGA as you can get. She said, I am no longer... spelling error here on her part. I am no longer entertained by this man. I'm beginning to find him repulsive. Ain't that something? A J6 activist. Here's another one. Anna says, this is despicable, but even worse as president. This goes well beyond mean tweets. This shows someone's character. I've supported many Trump policies, such as a closed border and the Maha agenda, but I can't support protecting Epstein's clients and attacking a man's wife for no reason. Wow. So a lot of beef in MAGA. The divide is getting deeper and deeper, and the party is completely fractured, and I'm enjoying every moment of it. So I will keep you updated on the beef between Donald Trump and Marjorie Taylor Greene and the fallout from this, which I imagine is only going to get worse. It's kind of snowballing in my view, but I will leave the video there. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe down below, drop a like on the video, comment, let me know